Hello, Sambazaji. This is Sambaza with the Sambaza podcast, and today we are on day 5. The podcast is from Kenya, and the host is Muthoni Waigwa. She has a lot of podcasts, and she was interviewing Ugo Arinzeh, and the topic was weathering challenges. And she talks about how she has weathered some challenges which were personal and some which were to do with the industry. One thing particular about this podcast is that she explains and says how she moved from a six-figure salary and then went back into working on real estate. It shows an immigrant family how they survive their life from Nigeria and then the USA. And as a diasporan, I can relate because that's been my journey. The podcast is one that's soothing. When I say soothing is, sometimes when you have the people on your podcast, it's loud. There's a lot of things going on. But this one is really calm. And just like I said on the other podcast, NCAM Creatives, they are able to let the person talk and just add in a little bit here and there and makes the whole conversation great. One thing I love about this is when they get to the topic about this and that. At this point, Ugo becomes a bit relaxed and is able to answer a lot of the questions, and it creates a fun time. What I usually wonder is, can we do this earlier on a podcast, or is it good to do it later on a podcast so that it makes the person kind of be more at ease as they're working on the podcast? One thing I am going to say is they use this thing I've always been talking about. What would you tell your 20-year-old self? And she did it in this particular podcast. I do it on mine sometimes. It actually brings back the idea of having the podcaster think about their life. And they don't realize, but they're going backwards and seeing where they've come from to where they are right now. Other than that, great podcast, great music. Anything I want to say about this podcast is that it's one of the great podcasts I've listened to. And Muthoni, this is some great work you're doing. So with that, Wasambazaji, go listen, check it out. It's a great podcast show. Bye, Wasambazaji, and let's see each other tomorrow.